Okay, so now we're going to do F5, iXL. This is a tutorial, so just watch it really quick. I'll try to make it as quick as possible, okay? So here you're actually evaluating exponents that have fractions. So what if you have a problem that has a fraction and it's being raised to a power? Or what if you have a decimal, right? That's a fraction. I mean, a decimal that's being raised to a power, okay? So what do you do? So here, let's go ahead and go do examples. Alright, so again, this is F5. I'm going to use a different pen this time. So here we go. Alright guys, so we have here evaluate, right? That means give me the value, right? So what is 0.01 squared, right? So this is your tenths place, this is your hundredths place, right? What if you were to square 0.01 hundredths? So that means, right, 0.01 times what? 0.01. I repeatedly multiplied 0.01 two times, right? So again, 0.01 times 0.01, okay, equals 0.0001, right? So just review really quick. Let's say you forgot how to multiply decimals, right? 0.01, 0.01, right? How do you multiply this? Okay, so to multiply, I'm going to use a different color here. To multiply 0.01, so let's say you forgot, or let's just review how to multiply, right? So here we go. We set up our decimals, right? We're going to multiply. So 1 times 1 is 1. 0 times 1 is 0. Okay, now we're done. So we got to go to the next place value. So put a placeholder. So what's 1 times 0? That's 0. 0 times 0? That's 0. Okay, now you're going to add. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 is 0. Okay, so we'll just stop there. 0. But you have to count how many placeholders you have. I mean, yeah, 1, 2. You have to count decimal places. 1, 2. So here you have 4 total decimal places. So starting from here, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you drop your decimal. So then it would be 0.0001. Okay? So if you need to review that, go ahead and pause this, give it a try, right? All right, so let's go ahead and put in our answer. Let me erase this. Let me go here. Too many apps playing at once here. So there's my answer. We're going to submit. Great. Okay, next one. Same thing, right? Same idea. Let me see if I can... Jeez, man, my computer's dying. All right, so point... Where's my pen? We got 0.1. I'm going to use parentheses, guys. Let's just get used to using parentheses. 0.1 repeatedly multiplied 3 times, right? So 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, right, you have to do this. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1. Now, how many placeholders do you have? Remember, once you do your multiplication, you have to count your placeholders. So how many placeholders do you have? You have 1, 2. So that means starting from here, you'd go 1, 2. That's actually not, oh, okay. So yes, that's 0.01, right? So with these two, gave us 0.01. But hold on, don't we have to multiply by 0.1? Okay, so let's go ahead and do 0.01 times 1, right? 0.1. Now, just so we know, how many placeholders do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 placeholders. So at the end, we're going to count. All right, 1 times 1 is 1. 0 times 1 is 0. Now, count your placeholders. 3, right? So starting from here, 1, 2, 3. Drop it. Put your 0. And there's your answer, 0.001. So first I had to multiply these two. Then I had to multiply by that 1, right? All right. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. 0.001. All right, guys, so don't be afraid of doing the work, okay? So you get the point here. So I'm just gonna, for the sake of going to the harder problems, I need to skip these. 0.04, right? This one is what? This one is, oops, I don't have a pen. Oops, okay, let's do 0.02 times, right? Times 0.02 times 0.02. Okay, so you will have a calculator. So if you guys want to use your calculator, you can, but please make sure you know how to multiply decimals. If you don't, then it's gonna kill you. Like you're not gonna be able to be successful. So this is 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. All right, here we go. Here's where I wanted to get. Now be careful here. You have a numerator and you have a denominator, right? And didn't we say that this is, here, let me get my pencil again. This is to the first, I have to zoom out, guys, or else my pen doesn't work. Let me erase all this junk. Okay, so here we go. So here, guys, this is 1 to the first power, right? That has an exponent. This number has an exponent too. Every number has an exponent, and guess what it is, right? Identity property. How many 3's do you see here? Repeated, just 1. So every number has an exponent. So now, what do you do with exponents when you have parentheses? Remember that power law. The power rule says that when you multiply, not when you multiply, but when you have an exponent next to an exponent, what should we do? Okay, I'm going to be a little off here. Shouldn't you distribute? Well, same thing. You have to distribute to that denominator. So this is really the same thing as 1 to the third power over 2 to the third power. All right, so here we go. What I need. Okay, so let me exit this thing. So what's 1 times 1 times 1? 1. Over, what's 2 times 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. Okay, so how did I get that? My goodness, all these pop-ups. So I'm zoomed in or zoomed out? I'm zoomed in. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Let me show the work here. I'm gonna have to zoom out, guys, so hopefully you can see this. So there, I'm fully zoomed out. Here's what it looks like, the work. It would be 1 over 2, right? My colors aren't working. Oh, because I'm not even choosing a color. My goodness. Okay, so this is really to the what? Did my color change? Yep, okay. Every number is to the first power, right? And then don't we have parentheses? Right? Don't we have parentheses? So then don't we have an exponent outside? A 3, right? And what do we say when you have parentheses? A power to a power means you distribute. So here we go. And when you distribute, you multiply. So here's what you get. What's 1 times 3? This is 1 to the third power. Over. What's 1 times 3? 2 to the third power. Do you see that? We did the power rule. Please make sure that you see that. When you have parentheses and you have numbers next to each other, don't you know that you have to multiply, right? So this is what? Repeated multiplication, 1 times 1 times 1. Well, that's identity property, just equals 1. 2 times 2 times 2. What does that equal? Well, that's 4 times 2. That's 8. So that's 1/8. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and exit this thing. Let's submit. Cool. Okay, we already did these, right? So 0.3 times 0.3 equals 0.09. Okay, same thing, 0.03 times 0.03 equals 0.0009. I noticed a pattern, I hope you do. All right, here we go. It tells you, be careful, write your answer as a fraction or a whole number. Okay, well, let's see what we get. Here's my drawing tool. Ugh. I'm sure there's an easier way to delete all this. All right, so what is all this? All right, let me see here. Get rid of that. Oh my gosh. Super annoyed here. Okay. All right. Let's choose a different color. And let's delete this too. All right, so rewrite this, okay? So you have what? Don't you have 5 over 8? Okay, show me the math. Show me the exponents. Isn't there 1 5 here? How many 8s? 1. Those are your exponents, right? So if those are your exponents, and then you're going to raise those exponents to another power, a 4, right? What do you do? This is power rule, right? Power rule. What do you do when an exponent is raised to a power? Right? You distribute. That means multiply. But whatever you do, right, you got to distribute to the bottom as well, the denominator. So this really turns into the power rule. What's 1 times 4? Right? What's 1 times 4? Let me delete all this junk. All right. So 1 times 4. Over, right? Over what? 8, that's your base. And what's your exponent rule? 1. When you have a parenthesis, you multiply. So this is 1 times 4 as well. Okay, I'm going to simplify this. You don't have to do all this work, but I want you to see the power rule, right? So this is 5 to the 4 over 8 to the 4. Okay, now these are not same bases. Look at that. This is a 5, this is an 8. You cannot subtract, right? You did not follow the condition. So you actually have to evaluate, okay? So 5 times 5 times 5. Let me remove all this to the other side. Okay, so this is 5 times 5 times 5. That's 125 times 5, right? Isn't that 5 to the 4? Okay, that equals 625. Now, over here we have 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Okay, so 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, so that's 64. This is 64. And what's 64 times 64? Right, you will have a calculator, 4096. Okay, 4096. So let's get out of here. Ah! Oh, what did I do? Well, oh darn, I forgot to put my 625 over my 4096. Okay, so check this out. Make sure you read the notes, okay, guys? If you don't understand, look at this. This is awesome. Great detail, okay? All right, so I'm ending this video because it got too long. Jeez.